Australian singers Marina and Mark Vincent have got together to release the new album together, and I am joined with the two of them right now. How are we doing?
Very excited.
Fantastic.
For us, this is just, I would say, for me especially, a dream come true, because, this is the first time I've collaborated with another artist, especially someone like Marina. I've always wanted to do a duet album, and I think Marina and I are very proud of the selection of songs we have on this album.
And you've gone straight to the top with your first collaboration is with such a talented songstress as Marina.
That's nice.
No worries.
No, it is, because I've always wanted to work with Marina since the age of 10, because I used to remember watching Marina on television.
Yes.
And I would say to myself, God, I hope one day I get to work with Marina. And it's funny because her and I really we hit it off straight away. 12 months ago, we did a few Mother's Day shows, and we formed this great friendship. And it's funny, because say we joke around a lot, which it's fun because I think for two artists to really get along the way Marina and I do, it's really important, and I think it shows in the songs that we do.
Oh, definitely, and the name of the album being Together, it certainly, the harmonies in the music really does signify the name, the togetherness.
Yeah, it's something that you actually can't fake, and sometimes, you just get this kind of musical simpatico with somebody, and from the first time that we kind of walked on stage together for this concert, like, it was just bang, it just worked. And people have said, you're different generations and all that, but when you meet musically, it doesn't matter. It's just blend is blend, and the same musical sensitivity is what it is, and we just seem to have that, and it made the album kind of, when I say it wasn't effortless, like we worked really hard, but it had an ease about it because it was so natural. And
we're on the same level, but
totally.
Yeah, and it's funny because when I found out last year that I was working with Marina, I'm thinking, oh God, here we go, diva,
Well, I'm a diva.
No, that's the thing. No, she's not. She really isn't. I mean that. Like, she's really down to earth and easy to work with. For a soprano, that's hard to find.
Well, it's good to know.
He's never said that before. He's been complaining to me how difficult I am for them.
He was saying a few things before, but I mean, now that the cameras are on, it's totally changed.
I know.
Giving it away.
Well, talking about the album, I mean, you said you did these shows 12 months ago. At what point did you sort of decide, well, we should collaborate on a project?
It wasn't us, wasn't it?
No, it was more the audience. Afterwards, we did this show together. We did our first show together, and honestly, I mean, there were songs. Mark sings the prayer, I sing the prayer. We sang music of the night from Phantom of the Opera. We sang it together. They're all songs that both of us sing, and when we actually sang them together for the first time, it honestly was just like instant.
The audience got that, and it's funny because when we were signing after the show, people were saying to us both, so
have you got a duet album?
And we looked at each other going,
no, we
maybe,
but we will.
Yeah. And that's how it all came about. So really, this album was the people's choice, and the exciting thing is it's debuted at the top national, top 10 in the national chart, #1 in the classical. Went to number 8, didn't it, Marina?
Number 8, first week in the pop charts. I was very excited because we were actually above Sia.
Oh, so was I. Well done. Ed Sheeran, all those people.
It's really. I mean, it is really cool because as a classical crossover artist, it's a hard market.
Oh, definitely.
Australia, and it's really hard to break into the pop charts, and the fact that we have, I don't know if it's the fact that maybe they're just such classic songs and people can sort of just feel the natural kind of musical vibe of us together, or maybe Australian public are also diversifying and changing and growing up in taste as well. But whatever it is, I'm really grateful.
Well, as you've said, they are classic songs, and like Music of the Night and Time to Say Goodbye, I mean, iconic songs.
Yeah.
Did you feel any kind of pressure, or was there any trepidation in recording them, that you have to reach a certain level, although you are fantastic singers, but as a duet and releasing them?
I think personally, and I kind of know from talking to Mark, we feel similarly, that you feel a responsibility to make it the best that it can possibly
100%.
be, but you also, you've got to, at a particular point, you have a confidence in knowing who you are and what you do. And I think the thing that we tried to do is actually make them our own, rather than trying to be a faded copy of somebody else.
Yep.
I think the trick is always artistically is to actually find out who you are and then sing it exactly as you would sing it, not as anybody else would.
Well, Marina always told me, you never stop learning. And it's so true, because recording this album, I really wanted to better myself, and you could say get to that next level. Because remember, I'm working with someone who's been in the business for 32 years, which makes Marina 25 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
and
So I wonder how that works.
Yeah. I'm going with it. Yeah.
it's true. No. But I really wanted to get the best I could out of being, the best artist I could be. And I think we both did that, and we both learned from each other.
Absolutely.
And that's what we
Mark
always say.
Mark kind of morphs really well vocally, and I think I think more than any other of your albums, I think here this is the pinnacle of you really claiming that ability to sing La Traviata in the appropriate style, and then to sing
I Hate You Then I Love You.
I Hate You Then I Love You, which is a 1960s kind of pop song that's been given this symphonic treatment by the wonderful Chong Lim. That was another thing. Working with him was just a dream. But, he morphs his voice really, really well, like an actor. Like he goes from singing, he plays the Phantom when he sings Music of the Night, and then, he sounds like an Italian tenor when he's singing La Traviata, and that's great musical maturity,
Definitely. And when it comes to choosing the songs for the album, was it a case of selecting favourite songs, or was it a case of taking the songs that vocally would be best suited for the two of you together?
Well, there were some that were just no-brainers, and they happened to be our favourites. And also, I think both of us know from singing live, there are certain songs that make the audience stand up and not leave, but actually stand up.
Yeah, stand up and applaud. See you later.
No, to stand up and go nuts. And those songs are Time to Say Goodbye, Music of the Night. There's certain songs that we sing in concert. You just know that people want to hear them always. So we did those, and we love them, and they're classics because they are such brilliant songs. But that kind of gives you license then to slip in some lesser known ones that are really beautiful that we really wanted to do, like I Hate You Then I Love You, Somos Novios, which is
Quizás,
It's
Quizás.
Impossible, Quizás, Quizás. So we sang pop songs but in Spanish, say, or Italian, and another beautiful Ennio Morricone song called E più ti penso, which is absolutely beautiful.
It was done by Andrea Bocelli and Ariana Grande. It's an original song they did, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful Italian song. And when I heard this, Marina and I fell in love with it. But what we tried to do, and I think we've done with this album, is give it variety. Because I think variety in everything's very important. Because I want people to play this album and go, wow, I was just listening to Brindisi, La Traviata, and now I'm listening to, E più ti penso, then Quizás, Quizás, because I like to have that mixture
Definitely.
in the album. I think it's important.
It's kind of like a concert. The album is kind of really constructed the way that you would a concert, and both of us obviously work a lot in concert, and there's a beginning, there's a middle, and an end, and there's kind of like a
sort of ebb and flow throughout the album. Yes, as you mentioned, a concert. There are a series of concerts coming up starting in September. Will there be additional songs that you'll be performing on the tour?
Probably.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we've got a few up our sleeve. We also like a chat, you see.
Oh, of course.
So there may be a little bit of chatting.
Lots of chatting and lots of jokes, because that's the fun. See, in our spare time, we're like two little children. It's so funny. We always muck around, have fun. But I believe we should do that on stage as well.
Of course, yes.
We want our audience to feel involved, have a good time, and know that there's a genuine friendship between the both of us. And I think that people get that because they hear it in the songs, as I said before.
So does that mean that possibly now in the future we could see a follow-up album with additional songs, or
I tell you
a
what,
live album?
we had so many songs. We had a list of 40 or 50 songs, and you know, it broke my heart every time we had to put a line through.
We can't do this, but I said, don't worry, next time, hopefully.
So maybe we have to.
Oh, it sounds great.
Yeah.
So obviously the album is out in time for Mother's Day.
What a great Mother's Day.
Yeah, it's coincidental.
But what I'll be getting Mum for Mother's Day.
It just happened to
Go
be
figure.
mastered at the right time and out there. I'll have to get you to sign a copy for my mother.
Mum. Yeah.
But at the same time, Marina, you're working on Sound of Music, which is coming out as well. How are preparations going for that?
Well, we've already been touring, so we've already done 3.5 months in Sydney. We've done 2 months in Brisbane, and we're about to open in Melbourne. So we're just sort of in rehearsal at the moment, just putting the new groups of children in. We pick up a different group of Von Trapp family children in every state. So the Melbourne kids are being rehearsed in at the moment, but it's been such a hit. I mean, it's just such a classic.
Well, it's an iconic film, and
it's a joy.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a really great gig.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And Mark, at the same time, any projects you're working on at the moment?
Yes, well, I'm going to be in another theatre show, big production, starting from the 25th of August.
An iconic show.
An iconic
It's a
show.
classic.
Very
It's the
famous.
60 years anniversary.
Not allowed to say what it. Oh, now you get
Well,
away.
that's
all I'm going to say. 60 years.
You could figure out what it is.
Well,
Do you want me to sing something from it? Just, no, he'll get the sack if he blurts it out.
I'm so excited about this, because I was actually in Dirty Dancing last year.
of course,
I toured
yes.
for 12 months playing the role of Billy, which is Johnny's cousin.
Yeah.
And that was interesting for me because, again, as Marina was saying, versatility. I had to sing like that kind of contemporary style.
It's great.
Which was,
So good for you.
just remember, doing that kind of thing, and also the acting sense of things, adapting to a different character. But again, working with Marina, this is good for me because she's like, the queen of musical theatre, So this is something I'm very excited about.
Of course, and at the same time you're doing Dirty Dancing, you're recording this album. When it comes to being in the studio, was it very easy to sync up? I mean, you're both fantastic vocalists on your own, but working as a duet is completely different.
Yeah.
Was it very simple working together, or there was a bit of refining needing to be done?
There was only refining, I think, because we're both perfectionists. So there was that, and so is Chong Lim.
Yes.
He was like, just one more take.
One more time.
Just one more time. And then I would say, he'd say, we've got it. And I'd say,
no, we haven't.
one more. So, but because we both kind of approach it like that, it wasn't really, it's been really easy to sort of sink in
Have to
together.
agree, because when we would perform together, the voices, as she said, would blend very easily, but we were both on the same wavelength.
Yes.
And it kind of happened naturally, because I don't know, it's hard to explain, but we just had we do have that very special connection between the both of us. And as I said, it comes across in the songs well, I think. And I think people who listen to this album and watch us live will understand that.
I definitely agree. It is a fantastic album. So that is Together, Marina Pryor and Mark Vincent. Congratulations on the success so far, and the upcoming tour, and the album, of course, itself. Thank you very much for having a chat.
Thanks.
No, thank you.
Not a problem.
Thanks, Steve.